From the ocean's deadliest monster to the ultimate delicacy on your plate. Did you know these fish are born completely normal? They swim around just like any other fish, with one eye squarely on each side of their head. But look closely at what happens just a few weeks later. Their skull literally starts to twist. One eye slowly migrates right through the top of their head to the other side. After that brutal transformation, they flip sideways, sink straight to the pitch-black ocean floor, and spend the rest of their lives swimming flat. Thanks to millions of pigment cells called chromatophores, they are absolute masters of camouflage. That skin is a perfect chameleon display. They lie dead still in freezing water over 1,600 feet deep. So, how do humans actually catch a beast that fights like a gladiator in the deep? You don't just fish and for them, it's a fight for survival. Sitka, Homer, Alaska. Some of the coldest, most violent waters on Earth. The halibut capitals of the world. Commercial trawlers drag massive nets across the ocean floor, steel cables screaming under the weight of 1,000 thrashing bodies. But that's industry.
What the cold fish are pushing up.
Heavy-duty rods, bait sunk deep into the pitch-black abyss. And that's when the tension hits.
It's big.
Nice, one up.
A one-on-one tug of war with pure muscle going absolutely berserk in the deep. Catching wild halibut is one of the most dangerous games in America. A landing net? Forget it. Drag a barn door aboard before it's exhausted? One thrash of that tail packs enough force to snap a man's shin in half or completely trash the deck gear. The monster breaks the surface. The angler is gasping, dead tired. The crew slams giant steel gaffs right into its mouth to lock it down. Only then do they haul it over the rail. An absolute grind. Burning lungs, freezing salt water, and pure adrenaline. Like going 12 rounds with a heavyweight champ. Enter the secret weapon of premium commercial boats, the Japanese ikejime technique. They thread a metal wire straight down the spinal cord. The nervous system is instantly shut down. The fish feels no pain, no panic. This completely stalls rigor mortis, muscle stiffening, keeping the meat's texture absolutely perfect. Finally, it gets buried in a slush ice bath sitting between 32 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Its core temp drops insanely fast, but the meat cells stay entirely intact. Pure science, perfect preservation, all that extreme effort, all the sweat and danger out on the freezing ocean. It's all leading up to one single moment under the kitchen lights.
43. 52. 41.
Now for the weapon of choice, a flex fillet knife. Unlike your standard round halibut, require a 4-cut technique. 4 clean fillets. Slice right down the spine, then glide out toward the fins. The blade slips right against the bone, peeling back a massive slab of pure white meat. It reveals a perfectly flat skeleton without a single scrap of waste left behind. Snow white meat. And here it is, the money shot, the priceless Ngawa. It sits right along the fin edge.
I know, I was kind of like...
It makes up barely 3% of the total weight, but it is the crunchiest, most collagen-rich.
Get the point of the knife just inside the skin, staying above that. Get inside the skin, you'll feel that backbone. Run along that. As soon as you get up here by the pectoral fin, starting on your backbone cut, take the knife in, make your first cut. Cut down to the fin, up to the backbone. You can make that same cut up the side if you want. Switch back over to your longer knife. Now we're going to repeat the process on the opposite side here. Again, starting with your tail cut. Again, you can see your lateral line here. And on this larger fish blade. through to your fin.
The ingredient has reached absolute perfection. Now it's time to turn it into edible art.
Halibut. I've already actually taken the skin off it. I don't really care for the skin. Some people do, and that's fine. Pretty good, just like so. And then I'm going to put it on this plate, just like that. Onion powder.
Rule number 1 for any chef handling halibut: never overcook it. This meat is incredibly lean. Take your eyes off it for just a few seconds and it dries out and crumbles. Take a classic pan-seared halibut.
The iron skillet. Let it cook in there. I'm not trying to blacken it. I'm just trying to get it kind of brown. So let this cook maybe
Seared to a golden brown crust, basted in butter, lemon, and capers. Once cooked, the texture goes through a magic transformation. It's firm like chicken breast, but melts sweet in your mouth. The flavor is elegant, totally clean, without even a hint of fishiness from the sea, or in a totally different setting.
This is ready. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So I still need to make the sauce, right? So I have some aluminum foil here. I'm trying to get this. It's a little windy out here. I might leave it here, or I can take it inside and wrap that up real nice, just like so. Take it inside and put it in the oven, or put this in.
At a high end, halibut sushi is always served first. Its pure flavor demands respect before heavier, fatty fish take over your palate.
I don't know how many cloves I put in here, but I've minced it up myself. That's what's really gonna make this taste good, right? So I want to get this to kind of simmer up, but to start to smell that. So I'll go ahead and shut the grill here. I have this little bit of lemon juice. I'm just using a half lemon. I don't like it too lemony. I'll go ahead and put that in there like that.
Nature always has a way of hiding its most delicate masterpieces inside the roughest, most violent packages. From a giant monster fighting for its life in the pitch-black abyss, to a sweet, unbelievably quiet, melt-in-your-mouth bite. Think that's surprising?
I'm gonna take some of
Wait.
the sauce, especially with that garlic on there. Oh, just like that. That's perfect.
To break down a fugu, this alien-looking creature is a total nightmare to catch. It's a massive headache to transport, but it makes one of the most refined $400 dishes in all of Japan. Deep down drifts a red cornetfish, shaped like a spear. But don't let its calm vibe fool you. Nearly a third of this creature's body is just a massive tube-like snout. Picture this, a creature that can grow up to 6.5 feet long. That's the height of an NBA player. But it's incredibly thin and bony. Basically, and maximum weight, barely 10.3 pounds. Evolution gave it the perfect camouflage. So, how exactly do we catch something with such a fragile body and actually get them out of the water? This isn't a muscle-tearing battle. It's handling fine glass, 300 feet down. Elite fishermen hunt them one-on-one, waiting for that sudden strike. But when it bites, don't yank. This is the danger zone. That skeleton is insanely fragile. Reel too fast, the hook rips right out of its jaw. Fight too hard, you snap that stiff tube-like snout. It breaks the surface. You can't just drag it aboard. The crew uses bare hands to lift it perfectly. Gravity is the enemy. One bad bend, one bruise, its premium value drops to zero. Safe on deck. But the nightmare just started. The logistics are brutal. The real heartbreak happens in the kitchen, because to unlock its legendary flavor, most of this magnificent creature has to be thrown away. The weapons are ready. Yanagiba blade slicing smoothly down the long spine. Ice water purges the bloodline. A single drop left ruins the flavor. Heavy deba knife chops down one cut. A third of the body. Gone. Head and skeleton tossed. The edible yield? Barely 30%, the most extreme waste in the seafood world. But Chef Kimura wastes nothing. That skeleton? It's not trash. It's the decoration. A 1/16 of an inch off? You ruin a $200 fillet? Metal tweezers. Meticulously extracting every hidden pin bone, one by one, then separating the skin in one flawless motion. What's left? Just ounces of meat, expensive as gold. So out of that meager 30%, what justifies a $400 price tag? The violent waves are gone. Now, absolute silence. The blade glides, paper-thin slices, meticulously laid over a bed of crushed ice right on top of its own skeleton. A quick blast of the blowtorch. The skin wakes up. Amber fat bubbles to the surface, releasing a sweet ocean aroma. The texture is unreal, firm and snappy like lobster, but with the rich, clean fat of top-tier red cornetfish. The golden rule for a masterpiece like this? Soy sauce, an alien creature, a brutal journey perfected by a master. All of this is to create a valuable work of art. But if you think handling ocean glass is the ultimate test, wait until you see the next monster, 50 pounds of pure slime. So grotesque, a cutting board is completely useless. To solve it, you have to hang it up. Gallons of water, pumped straight into its stomach. Not to wash it, to blow it up like a balloon. It creates the perfect surface tension for that very first cut. Peeling off that skin, it's exactly like pulling off a heavy soaking wet coat. And here's the treasure, the massive liver. The cornetfish wasted 70% of its body. But this monster? It's the ultimate zero-waste fish. The 7 tools of the sea. Nothing gets thrown out. From an ugly creature buried in the black mud, hunting with a glowing lure, to this, sitting proudly on a handmade ceramic plate in a dead quiet omakase restaurant. Think back to those razor-sharp teeth and the absolute chaos of the trawl net. All of it just for this moment of total silence. That massive liver is carefully steamed with sake. Now it's this beautiful pale pink orange. They call it the foie gras of the sea. Just look at this texture. Completely opposite of the fish's rough exterior, ankimo melts right on your tongue. Smooth as silk, delivering a clean, rich ocean flavor, perfectly balanced by a hit of tart ponzu sauce. And this butter-seared tail, it's bouncy, firm, and sweet. The texture is a 90% match to lobster. Put it all together and you've got a $300 experience. An insane transformation from a deep-sea monster into a high-end culinary masterpiece. If you were sitting at this table, what are you going for first? The sweet lobster-like tail or that rich melt-in-your-mouth liver? Let me know your pick down in the comments. You won't see it until it's too late. Beneath the deep blue waters, there's a predator moving so fast it's almost invisible. The wahoo can reach speeds of 75 to 80 kilometers per hour, comparable to a car speeding through city streets. Its body is built like a living missile, sleek, streamlined, and nearly frictionless. Every flick of its tail is an explosion of speed. Then there are the teeth, razor sharp. One bite is enough to end its prey. It doesn't chase for long, just accelerates, strikes, and disappears. A fully grown wahoo ranges from 3 to 5 feet long, sometimes reaching over 8 feet and weighing more than 180 pounds. They hunt alone, moving silently through warm waters between 68 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, close to the surface where there's enough light to see, but not enough to react in time. Fishermen call it the shadow of the reef because you never really see it coming. You only see the aftermath. And when a shadow like that bites the hook, it's no longer fishing. It's a battle. When a wahoo bites, everything changes in an instant, less than a second. The line snaps tight, the reel screams like it's on the verge of exploding. This isn't fishing anymore. It's a one-on-one showdown, a battle of speed, strength, and instinct. Before the angler can even react, the fish has already taken tens of meters of line. The lure tears through the water like it's fleeing for its life, and the wahoo rockets forward like a living bullet, its sleek body slicing through the waves. You can wait for hours, 2, 4, even 6, without a single tug, and then, in a heartbeat, chaos erupts. The wahoo surges, dives, and disappears into the deep before you even get a glimpse, leaving nothing but spinning reels and a racing heartbeat. When the wahoo finally breaks the surface, shimmering and wild, you realize you're not catching a fish. You're facing a bullet of the ocean, a shadow of pure speed and power, and only the strongest will survive the encounter. All the speed, all the tension, it all leads to this moment.
Show us how you slice these bad boys.
First thing I
up.
do, make a cut.
The knife glides down, a clean, precise cut.
Make a real shallow cut, about a ½ an inch, all the way down, and then connect it all the way up to your first cut. Then, the bottom, leave a little belly on in case you like to save the bellies for sword fishing. Just make one shallow slice right along the back there. Do a little slice in the back. Then you're just going to slowly work. Just inch at it until you feel that pin bone on the back of your knife. And now I'm starting to feel that pin bone. I'm going to flip it around.
The flesh opens up, white, smooth, almost glowing, intact, flawless.
Don't hit me.
A little inch or two going this way. Keep working the way up there. And then once I've hit the pin bone from this side, and then I cut one cut right above that pin bone. And then I flip it around, and it's pretty much off there now. Now I can just kind of...
2 large fillets are gently separated. The loin is revealed, the most prized part, with few bones and a firm, perfect texture.
And
Little Boynton wahoo. Let's take this from this angle.
The sound of the blade slicing through, the soft parting of the meat, each gentle tap against the bones.
I just heard the magic words.
You want to take home some pieces?
Just one little loin so I can make some sushi would be great.
Yeah, same with Jake.
Sweet, man. Yeah, you guys will still have a pile after that.
Don't cook it.
We're feeding 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right. Just want to sear it.
Right.
Or eat it sushi.
Or don't waste your time and just cut it.
Cut it and eat it.
Nothing is wasted. The bones are used for stock, the skin can be crisped to perfection. Everything has value, and that value is revealed in the dish that follows.
But you need to take that call, Will?
No, sir.
Nah, I mean, that's up to you. I don't...
Mom would like it when she's down.
I don't know. I wouldn't waste your time.
Now I'm going to take the rib cage out. I'm going to make an incision right above the rib cage. Then kind of peel it back with my fingers so I can try and recover as much of that meat as possible. There we go. And then I'll cut them into 6-inch slabs. And run the knife right down on the other side of the bloodline. You got a clean loin.
Let's see the skin.
There's the dirty.
Nothing
Dirty.
left on her.
This knife is in perfect shape right now. It's not too sharp and not too dull.
Might be too sharp to be a problem.
They cut through the skin.
We're going to put it on the meat, not the skin side. I'm going to flip it over.
This is truly a reward for those who patiently watch until the very last moment.
So we're spicing just the meat side. We're going to warm it up on the grill and pull the skin off.
Thick fillets are cut perfectly even, each plump, tender strand of flesh lightly seasoned, then grilled just right, flipped evenly to preserve their natural flavor.
Here. I'm going to brush it without removing the seed.
Every little detail exudes finesse and artistry, turning a simple dish into a transcendent experience for both the eyes and the palate.
Since the steaks are very thick, I wouldn't cook it on aluminum foil. because I'm not worried about it coming apart. But on skin side, on my 2-inch thick steak, and my 3-inch thick steaks, I put them.
Just looking at it is tempting, and with every bite, the fish delivers a perfect symphony of flavors. With that finished, get ready for another delicious surprise.
My 3 fish that I took my skin off, because they were my thinner fillets, I want to reseason.
The preparation of the sea cucumber showcases true skill and precision. The chef starts with a careful dorsal incision, exposing the interior while keeping the flesh intact. Internal organs are meticulously removed, and then the body is thoroughly scrubbed and rinsed with salt, ensuring all impurities are gone while preserving the firm, natural texture. Each cut is made evenly, guaranteeing uniform thickness for perfect cooking. Every step highlights the meticulous attention to detail and technique needed to transform this live, complex ingredient into a ready-to-cook masterpiece. Once thoroughly cleaned and prepped, the sea cucumber is ready to be transformed into a delicious, aromatic dish. You need a government license and the nerves of a bomb squad. The liver and ovaries are packed with tetrodotoxin, a poison 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide. One clumsy slip of the blade, and your customer pays with their life. But watch a master at work. The blade doesn't chop, it dissects. Using a paper-thin fugu hiki knife, it glides smooth as silk, separating pure flesh from lethal organs. The fillets, crystal clear, completely fat-free. Navigating around that toxic liver takes absolute surgical precision. From the most terrifying, high-stakes knife work in the world, this ingredient is ready to cheat death. Raw perfection. You don't cook this masterpiece. You slice it so impossibly thin, you can literally read a newspaper right through the meat. It needs the sharp bite of citrus ponzu sauce and a wrap of baby scallions, just to awaken that incredibly delicate, clean ocean flavor. Heavy chewing required. You take a bite and it snaps. Firm, bouncy, and then the rush. A faint, lingering, tingling sensation on your lips, a microscopic trace of poison left behind on purpose just for the thrill. At the most exclusive traditional restaurants in Tokyo, you'll easily drop over $500 for a single tasting menu. The ocean is full of monsters, and high-end kitchens are packed with masters, and we're just getting started bridging those two worlds. Join us on the next hunt as we track down a brand new deep-sea beast for the Michelin table. Beneath the deep blue water lives a fish built to never give up. Fishermen call it the reef donkey, not because it's slow, but because once it runs, nothing can stop it, like trying to hold back a runaway truck. Dense muscle, a tail like a loaded spring. Everything about it is designed for speed and raw pulling power. One dive can snap a 100 lullaby line like thread. To fishermen, this isn't just a fish, it's a living anchor. And sometimes it carries a hidden risk. Ciguatera toxin. Invisible, tasteless, but strong enough to turn a meal dangerous. Powerful, unpredictable. The moment the hook sets, the fight begins. The rod bends into a near U-shape, the line screaming through the air. This isn't fishing anymore. This is a fight. On the other end, a 66-pound amberjack drives straight down toward the reef where the line can be cut at any second, like dragging it across underwater razor blades. Every strike travels through the rod into the angler's body, numbing wrists, tightening muscles, forcing absolute control. Minutes pass, then more. Sweat hits the deck. Breathing grows heavier, but the rhythm stays steady. Every turn of the reel precise, measured, controlled. Some fights last over an hour, and when it finally breaks the surface, it's not just a catch, it's a victory. But even on deck, it's not over. One wrong move, 1 second too slow, and everything can slip away. Then, silence. The fight ends, and everything changes.
The fin here, so I'm going to start with my backhand. I'm going to come up around the head as much as I can, getting as much of the meat, finding the backbone.
The blade touches the skin, and a clean cut runs down the spine. Smooth, precise, without hesitation.
I'm going to slide my finger along here, and now I'm going to use, again, forehand, pulling the knife down along the backbone, keeping pressure. You can see the bend in the knife. I'll open this up a little bit more up here, because you can hold it.
The flesh separates from the bone. 2 perfect fillets begin to form. The loin, clean and bright. The belly, softer, richer, where the deepest flavor lives.
That comes off the bone here and the rib cage here, which will leave a nice clean. Again, I'm going to go underneath this.
But this step isn't just about skill. It's also about awareness. Because sometimes this fish carries a hidden risk, Shigwatera toxin. Invisible, tasteless, yet powerful enough to turn a meal into something dangerous.
Sometimes it can be a little tough. Now, slide down this. Nail up. And use the flex in the knife and the knife itself to run along the backbone.
No wasted motion, no margin for error. Just control. In every cut, every decision.
We're going to make one nice fluid motion down this way, opening the fish up, and the fillet.
And this is where the monster begins to transform. From raw strength to precision measured in millimeters of the blade.
That down. One. I'll lay it out on a pin bone. Just that center bone. The fish, you feel along here, I always feel it. You know your hand along here, it's bone. So it's got a long pin bone. Yeah, you're going to start way down here. And you can kind of feel it. And you just curve your knife underneath here. As you can see, I kind of went like that. And I see my bend. Pull it out. I can feel along here, there's no bone in there. So you can take the other side. A very thin slice, and you can kind of, the knife can, you can feel the knife actually kind of go along the bone, and you know you're pulling the bone out. Pull that long piece fattier meat, you can pull this off to make the fillet a little cleaner. I'll actually just cut the whole area out and put that aside, and that goes in the scrap bucket. Do you want to clean through? There's a little bone right here, so use the knife, bring it along there, pull that bone off. So that's for smoking. I'm going to chunk it, smokable sizes. And that's a fresh piece of fish. We're going to smoke tomorrow. For about 7 hours.
The light doesn't just touch the fish, It passes through exactly right. Sashimi isn't about cutting. It's a single, clean pull. The knife glides through in one motion. No pressure, no sawing, like slicing through air. That precision keeps the flesh intact. No tearing, no moisture loss, no cloudiness. Cutting across the grain softens the texture, like slicing a premium steak the right way. With a fatty fish like amberjack, a slight angle creates a wider surface, letting the fat spread smoothly, almost like butter melting on warm toast. Thickness is everything. Too thick, heavy. Too thin, gone too fast. The perfect slice sits right in between. Enough to feel, just enough to melt. What you're seeing isn't just fish. It's the result of a cut so precise, it almost disappears. Next, that precision is tested on something tougher, the triggerfish.
As usual, as I've shown you before, we always start with the zipper cut. Start at the anus with just the tip. Ease that right on in. You're gonna come up right up its backside. Like I said, the skin is so tough. It's like sand paper. There's no scales on it. It's like almost like a reptile, almost like a crocodile. Once you get that tail, drive that knife through, bury it through, and bring it on up. We're gonna continue that zipper cut all the way up its backbone. Again, without knowing the proper technique, you can ruin a perfectly good knife, which is never your intention when you're trying to fillet a fish. Again, start at the anus with just the tip.
This is next-level craftsmanship. The blade glides like it already knows the path. No hesitation, no wasted motion. That subtle chic as the knife rides along the spine, the clean release of the fillet. It's deeply satisfying on a sensory level.
Shoulder towards the anus, turn that blade up, and pull up and out. And that is the beginning of a perfect fillet on a triggerfish. We're gonna flip to the other side and do the same thing. Again, right where you ended your zipper cut with your fillet knife, you're gonna come up over that bone, turn your blade up, and pull right out of that trigger. That is the way to get through all that tough, and now you're back to nothing but flesh. Here we go. Come down, finding that backbone. Coming up, finding that backbone. Coming down, up and over the backbone. Out that backside, out that backside.
Every movement feels deliberate, almost meditative. The tools, the technique, the control, everything sinks into a rhythm that's downright hypnotic. This isn't just filleting a triggerfish, it's watching mastery unfold in real time.
Here we come. Coming down, finding that backbone. You don't always have to find it. Up and over the backbone. Down that backside. Once you're here, there's no pin bones to cut on a triggerfish. You can, because the skin is so tough, you can just grab that, fillet, and pull back, and you're done. That's a beautiful. Flip it, do the same thing. Pull it back right where you had it, and pull it off. It's two beautiful fillets. See how much meat you lose with a triggerfish? Have this big old head and all this weight and all this meat down here. Not much meat you get off it, but this is what's known as called the pork chop of the Florida seas. We're just gonna dress it up a little bit before we finish. Just right over the top of it. Just makes it a little prettier. Nothing wrong with that meat, just doesn't look very nice. Good. Boom. Look at that. Pork chop. Let's do the next one. Wipe that top lead line off.
And just when that hypnotic rhythm of the blade fades, the craft seamlessly shifts from precision to fire, where technique meets heat and control transforms into flavor.
Doing my work prior to eating. So that beautiful fillet is done. We keep it on the skin because it's perfect for grilling. No tinfoil necessary. Just throw that thing directly on the grill. It'll grill itself. But I like to remove these pin bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pin bones. Big boys. And I always find the bottom side. Come up, ride them underneath. There, it's nice. Find the top side. Ride them down. You yank those bad boys out. That right there is a boneless triggerfish fillet.